Hi students, good morning to all of you. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome to lecture 2 in Theory of Equations. Hope you have reviewed the first lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss some problems in exercise 4a based on the concepts that we have studied in lecture 1. Before solving the problems, let us consolidate some points which we have studied in the last lecture. Here are the points. So given roots forming an equation, that means what? We have to form an equation with the given roots. The monic polynomial whose roots are alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on up to alpha n is x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 and so on up to x minus alpha n actually. This is in fact a polynomial equation with the lowest degree. Expansion of the product. How do we expand this product? We discuss here two cases, namely n is equal to 2, as n is equal to 3 and n is equal to 4 here. So x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 into x minus alpha 3, how do we write? X cube minus s1 into x square plus s2 into x minus s3, where your s1 is what? Sum of the roots, s2 is sum of the product of roots taken two at a time, and s3 is the product of all the three given roots. Okay, now let us see how do we expand the product of four terms. X minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 into x minus alpha 3 into x minus alpha 4 is equal to x power 4 minus s1 into x cube plus s2 into x square minus s3 into x plus s4, where s1 is the sum of the roots alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 plus alpha 4. S2 is the sum of the product of roots taken two at a time. S3 is the sum of the product of three roots taken at a time, and S4 is the product of all the given four terms. Okay, here is the next point. Now it is the other way. Given equation, writing the relation between roots and the coefficient. That means we will be given an equation. Now we have to find out the relation between the roots and the coefficients. Let us see one by one. If alpha comma beta are the roots of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0, then what is S1? S1 is equal to sum of the roots is equal to what? Minus b by a, that is minus x square coefficient divided by the leading coefficient. What is S2? S2 is alpha beta, alpha gamma plus beta gamma. It is equal to C divided by A. C is what? Coefficient of x divided by the leading coefficient. And S3 is the product of all the three roots, that is equal to minus d divided by A, that is minus constant term divided by the leading coefficient. Okay. Now, as a result of the fundamental theorem of algebra, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots, we can write the equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to the product of the leading coefficient and these three factors, x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. Okay. Now, we see the same thing in degree 4 equations. Given equation, anyway, writing the relations between the roots and the coefficient. If alpha, beta, gamma, delta are the roots of ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e is equal to 0, then what is S1? Sum of the roots, that is equal to minus b by a, that is minus x cube coefficient divided by the leading coefficient. S2 is the sum of the product of roots taken two at a time is equal to c by a. C by a is x square coefficient divided by the leading coefficient. Okay. Next, S3 is sum of the product of roots taken three at a time, that is equal to minus d by a, that is minus x coefficient divided by the leading coefficient, and S4 is equal to the product of all the four roots, that is equal to e by a, that is constant term divided by the leading coefficient. Okay. Now, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of gamma delta are the roots of this given equation, then we can write this equation as the product of the leading coefficient and the four factors x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma, x minus delta. This is actually the consequence of fundamental theorem of algebra. Now here are some observations. Okay. Now S3 is this one, sum of the product of three roots taken at a time. This can be written as alpha beta into gamma plus delta and gamma delta into alpha plus beta. Now a similar such observation in case of S2. S2 is alpha beta. This is your S2. Now this can be rewritten as alpha plus beta into gamma plus delta plus alpha beta plus gamma delta. These relations will be helpful in doing some problems in exercise 4A. Hope you have understood these points. Now let us discuss some notations. Okay. Notations: if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the equation x cube plus px square plus qx plus d is equal to 0, then we have summation alpha means alpha plus beta plus gamma. That means whenever you get summation alpha notation, this mean the meaning of this expression is sum of the roots actually. Now let us see the next notation, summation 1 by alpha. Summation 1 by alpha means it is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 1 by gamma. Okay. In the similar way, summation alpha power n, it is alpha power n plus beta power n plus gamma power n. This is in general where n is any integer. Okay. Now look at this notation, summation alpha beta. Summation alpha beta means alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Actually, what we are doing here is we are taking the cyclic order alpha beta gamma. Alpha beta gamma means, now we will take, for example, now we will take the order alpha, beta, gamma. Now we take this cyclic order. First we are taking alpha, beta. Next we have to consider these two, that is beta, gamma. Plus next we have to take this gamma, alpha. So in this way we have to take a cyclic order in order to complete this notation. Okay. Now let us look at the next notation, summation alpha beta whole square. Like in the previous one, we have to take the cyclic order, but what extra thing you have to take is you have to square them. Alpha beta square means alpha beta whole square plus beta gamma whole square plus gamma alpha whole square. Okay, now the next notation is summation alpha square beta. So we have to take the cyclic order, and the first one is getting squared and the second root will be raised to the power 1 only. Okay, so it is alpha square beta. Now next combination is beta comma gamma, and in that first one has to be squared, that is beta square into gamma. Now we'll take the third one, that is gamma alpha, and that first one have to be square, gamma square into second one has to be raised to power 1 only, that is gamma square into alpha. Now let us look at the next notation, alpha into beta plus gamma. Now if you take the first three roots, what is going to happen is first root alpha into sum of the next roots in that cyclic order. Okay, so summation alpha into beta plus gamma is alpha into beta plus gamma. Next the roles changes, beta gamma alpha, so beta into sum of the remaining two, that is gamma plus alpha, plus gamma into summation alpha plus beta. Summation alpha plus beta means sum of the remaining two roots actually. So this way we have to expand the notations. Hope you have understood these notations. Uh, will be asked to find out these expressions in the given in the problems of exercise 4A. So that's why I am introducing here itself. So whenever these kind of expressions are given, so these are the meanings of it. Hope you have understood this. Let us solve some problems in exercise 4a. Here is our first problem. Form a polynomial equation whose roots are given below. Okay, here are the roots. Let us write down the solution for this. Solution I am writing here. Now what are the given roots? Given roots are 1, comma minus 1, comma 3 actually. Okay. Now what is the polynomial equation with the given roots? So the required polynomial equation. The required polynomial equation is x minus 1 into x minus of minus 1 into x minus 3. So that is equal to what? X minus 1 into x plus 1 into it is x minus 3. So this is of the form x minus 1, a plus b into a minus b. So this is x square minus 1 into x minus 3. So that is equal to what? This is x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. Okay. So the required polynomial equation is x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 is equal to 0. Of course, we can do the same problem in a different method. Maybe I will call it as method 2. Now let me take 1 minus 1 comma 3. These are my alpha, beta and gamma. Now let us compute the S1 terms. S1 is what? 1 minus 1 plus 3, that is equal to 3. What is S2? S2 is what? Sum of the product of two roots taken at a time. So 1 into minus 1 plus 1 into 3 plus minus 1 into 3. So that is equal to what? Minus 1 plus 3 minus 3 is equal to minus 1. Now let us compute S3. S3 is what? The product of all the three given roots. So 1 into minus 1 into 3, that is equal to minus 3. So the required equation is what? X cube minus S1 into x square plus S2 into x, this is S2, minus S3 is equal to x cube minus S1. What is S1 here? Minus 3x square plus S2. S2 is what? Minus x minus S3. Minus S3 is minus of minus 3. So that is equal to 0, which is same as this one. So this is the final answer. So we can do the problem in two different methods. Okay, just by directly multiplying it and using this, using the points that we have introduced earlier. Okay, now let us solve the next problem. Let us solve this problem. Okay, here is the solution. What is the solution? Solution is x minus of 1 plus 2i. This is one term x minus of 1 minus 2i into x minus 4 into x minus 2. Okay, so this is the required equation. Now you know how to expand it with the help of already how to expand the product of these two terms we have seen in the quadratic equation. So this can be written as x square minus sum of the roots 1 plus 2i plus 1 minus 2i into x plus 1 plus 2i into 1 minus 2i. So this is the product of the first two terms into the product of the next two terms is x to the power 4 minus 4 plus 2 into x plus 4 into 2. So this is equal to what? So x square 1 plus 2i 1 minus 2i is x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 2i into 1 minus 2i is 1 square plus 2 square, that is equal to 5. Now this is x square minus 6x plus 4 into 2 is 8. Okay, now we have to expand it. So this is equal to x to the power 4. Now let us find out the coefficient of x cube. So how do we get x cube? This x square get multiplied with x. So x square into minus 6. So this is minus 6. Next x gets multiplied with x square. So this becomes minus 2 into x cube. So these are the only possible two terms. Now let us find out the coefficient of x square. This x square has to get multiplied with 8. Okay. So now we are tracking out the x square coefficient. This is 8. Okay. Now this x coefficient must multiply with this x coefficient. Minus 2 into minus 6, that is 12 here. And next one is 5 get multiplied with this x square. So this is equal to 5. Okay, this is x square. Now x coefficient. What is x coefficient? The x square coefficient cannot be multiplied with any term to get x term. Now this minus 2x has to multiply with the constant, then we get minus 16. Now 5, this constant term gets multiplied with this particular term. This is minus 30. Okay, let me write it here. And the next one is the product. So 5 into 8, that is 40. So if I simplify the terms, I'll be getting x power 4 minus 8x cube. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25 into x square minus 46 into x plus 5 into 8 is 40. So this is the final answer. Okay, let us solve one more problem. So what is given here? If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the cubic equation 4x cube minus 6x square plus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0, then find the value of alpha, beta plus beta, gamma plus gamma into alpha. This is nothing but what? So they have asked S2 here. Okay, so given equation is given cubic equation. So we know compare the given equation with the cubic equation. Equation a x cube plus b x square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So this implies A is equal to 4, B is equal to minus 6, C is equal to 7, and D is equal to 8. Now, given that alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the given equation, then what is S2? S2 is alpha, beta, beta, gamma, and alpha into gamma, that is equal to, this one is C by A. What is C by A? C by A is 7 divided by 4. So this implies alpha, beta, beta, gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to 7 divided by 4. This is the answer for this particular question. Now let us solve this particular question. Okay, solution here. So given that 1 comma 1 comma alpha are the roots of given equation. Okay, now what is that you have to find? You have to find out alpha actually. So for finding alpha there are two methods. What is the first method? This is method 1. Now let us consider S1. S1 is what? Sum of the roots. Sum of the roots is equal to minus x square coefficient, that is minus 6, divided by the leading coefficient, that is 1. So that is 6. So this implies 2 plus alpha is equal to 6. Implies alpha is equal to 6 minus 2, that is equal to 4. So alpha value we have got it. And what is the method 2? Method 2 is, now consider S3. S3 is what? Sum of the product of all the three roots, that is 1 into 1 into alpha is equal to minus b by a, c by a, minus d by a. So minus d by a, so it is minus of minus plus divided by 1. So this is equal to 4, implies alpha value is equal to 4. So alpha value is 4 actually. Okay, let us solve the next problem. Here is the problem. If the product of the roots of 4x cube plus 16x square minus 9x minus k is equal to 0 is 9, then find the value of k actually. Okay, let us write down the solution for this. Solution. Okay, let us assume, let alpha comma beta comma gamma be the roots of the given equation. Okay, and we know that the product of the roots alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus d by a. This is for the standard cubic equation. It is minus d is minus k divided by a. In the place of a, it is 4. So this becomes k by 4. But given that alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 9. So this implies, this you call it equation 1, this you call it equation 2. So 1 and 2 implies k by 4 is equal to 9, implies k is equal to 36. So 36 is the answer actually. Okay, now let us solve this particular problem. Solution. What is given? If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the given equation, then find alpha, beta. So given that alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of, sorry, this, it is not gamma, this is 1, are the roots of the given equation, the roots of the given equation. Okay, then let us find out the sum. What is S1? S1 is equal to sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus 1 is equal to minus b by a minus of minus 2 divided by 1 actually. So this becomes 2. So this implies alpha plus beta is equal to 1. Okay. Now let us find S2. What is S2? Alpha beta plus alpha into 1 plus beta into 1. That is equal to C by A, that is minus 5 divided by 1, that is equal to minus 5. So what is it actually? Alpha beta plus alpha plus beta is equal to minus 5 implies alpha beta is equal to alpha plus beta value is 1. So this becomes minus 6. Okay, now you call it equation 2. You call this as equation 1. Now solve 1 and 2. Solve 1 and 2 for alpha comma beta. So alpha comma beta are the roots of x square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Now apply that. You have alpha plus beta here and alpha beta is equal to minus 6. So that is x square minus x minus 6. Now this can be factorized as x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. So this implies x into x minus 3 plus 2 into x minus 3. This implies x plus 2 into x minus 3. So I'm continuing the solution here. So the answer is x plus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0, implies x is equal to minus 2 comma 3. So therefore the roots alpha comma beta are minus 2 comma 3 or 3 comma minus 2. So the roots of the given equation alpha comma beta are minus 2 comma 3 actually. Hope you have understood the solution. Before proceeding further, let us prove some algebraic identities which will be helpful in solving certain problems. Okay, here is the solution. The given algebraic identity is a square plus b square plus c square is equal to a plus b plus c whole square minus 2 into ab plus bc plus ca. Okay, so how to prove this? We know that a plus b plus c whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2 into ca. So from this what do we require is a square plus b square plus c square. So this implies a square plus b square plus c square is equal to a plus b plus c whole square minus 2ab minus 2bc minus 2 into ca. So that is equal to a plus b plus c whole square minus 2 into ab plus bc plus ca. So this is a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, this is true for all a comma b comma c belongs to real section. Okay, let us prove one more identity. Here is the identity: a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca plus 3 into abc. Okay, let us prove this identity. We know that a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. This identity we know it actually. Okay, now let us apply this identity to a plus b plus c. Now we consider these two terms as one term and this is another term. So this is equal to a cube plus b plus c whole cube plus 3 into a into b plus c into a plus b plus c. Okay, so that is equal to what? A cube plus b plus c whole square plus it is 3ab plus 3ac into a plus b plus c. Now bring this term this side, then what do I get? A plus b plus c whole cube minus 3ab plus bc into a plus b plus c is equal to a cube plus, now this b plus c, this is b plus c whole cube. This can be written as b cube plus c cube plus 3bc into b plus c. Okay, now in these two terms I can take common a plus b plus c. If I take common, this becomes a plus b plus c whole square minus 3ab minus 3bc. I think it is 3ac only. So here there is small correction, ac. Here also I make a small correction. This is 3 into ac. That is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus 3bc into, I'll add and subtract a here plus a minus a. So here if I simplify this, this is a plus b plus c whole square. This is what? A square plus b square plus c square minus 2ab. This is plus 2ab 2bc plus 2 into ca minus 3ab minus 3 into ac. That is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus 3bc into a plus b plus c minus 3abc actually. Now LHS term, if I simplify, this becomes a plus b plus c into plus 2ab minus 3ab, that is a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus AC is equal to A cube plus B cube plus C cube, okay, minus 3ABC plus 3BC into A plus B plus C. Now you send this term that side, and what do I get? In all these terms, I take common A plus B plus C, then this becomes A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus AC. Of course, here I am left with, okay, let us send this term this side, then this becomes what? This is A plus B plus C into, this becomes A square plus B square plus C square. Now it is 2AB minus 3AB is AB, plus 2BC. There is no other term to cancel it out. 2BC will be as it is, minus plus 2CA minus 3AC, that is minus AC. Okay. Now if I take common this A plus B plus C, then I get minus 3BC. That is equal to what? A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC. Okay. So this implies A square plus B square, sorry, this is A plus B plus C into, this is what? A square plus B square plus C square plus 2BC minus 3BC is minus BC. So that becomes minus AB minus AC minus BC is equal to A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC. So the final answer is, A plus B plus C into, okay, let me rewrite this. A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC is equal to A plus B plus C into A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA. Okay, so this is what is the expected result. Okay, now let us solve some problems based on relation between roots and the coefficient. Here is the problem. Let alpha, beta, gamma be the roots of x cube plus px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0. Then find, the first one is summation alpha square, and the second one is summation 1 by alpha, and the third one is summation alpha cube. Okay, let us find out these quantities. Here is the solution. So given equation is x cube plus px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0. Now, and alpha comma beta comma gamma are the roots of given equation. Okay, then we know that S1 is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A. That is minus B. And what is S2? S2 is equal to alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is equal to Q. And what is S3? It is alpha beta gamma, that is equal to minus R. Now you are asked to find out this quantity summation alpha square. Let us try to understand this summation notation. Summation alpha square means what? Alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. So this is the quantity that we have to find out. Now just now we have proved this algebraic identity. This is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma whole square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma into alpha. Now what is alpha plus beta plus gamma? This is minus p whole square minus 2 into alpha beta beta gamma gamma alpha is what? Q. So that is equal to p square minus 2q. Now let us find out the next quantity, that is summation 1 by alpha. Summation 1 by alpha is what? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 1 by gamma. So this is equal to alpha, okay, here the LCM will be alpha beta gamma, then this becomes beta gamma gamma into alpha plus alpha into beta. So that is equal to what? This is S2 divided by S3. What is S2? S2 is Q divided by S3 is minus R, that is equal to minus Q divided by R. Okay. Now let us find out the next quantity, namely summation alpha cube. Actually summation alpha cube is what? Alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube is equal to, we know this quantity, we have proved the algebraic identity, a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to a plus b plus c, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma into alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus alpha beta minus beta gamma minus gamma into alpha plus 3 into alpha beta gamma. Okay. Now this alpha plus beta plus gamma, this is known to us. This value is what? Minus p. Okay. Now this quantity just now we have computed. This is equal to what? P square minus 2q minus. So this becomes alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha plus 3 into alpha beta gamma value is minus r. So the final answer is minus p into, this is p square minus 2q minus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is q minus 3r. So that is equal to, this is minus p cube. This minus p into p square is minus p cube. This is minus 2q minus q, that is minus 3q. So minus of minus plus. So it is 3pq minus 3r. So this is the final answer. Okay. Now let us solve some more problems. Okay. Here we are asked to find out, for the same problem we are asked to find out summation alpha square beta square. Okay. Now let us write down the solution for this. Here is the solution. Okay, given anyway alpha beta gamma are the roots of it. Now let us try to understand the summation alpha square into beta square. That means what? Alpha beta whole square plus beta gamma whole square plus gamma into alpha whole square. Now, if I apply that identity, just now we have seen a square plus b square plus c square is equal to a plus b plus c, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, this into this whole square minus 2 into ab, that is alpha beta into beta gamma minus 2 into bc, that is beta gamma into gamma alpha minus 2 into gamma alpha into alpha beta. Now this is nothing but alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha whole square minus, see, in all these terms I can take common 2 alpha beta, this is 2 into alpha beta gamma, then this becomes beta, then this becomes gamma, and this becomes alpha. Okay, now this quantity is s2 square and this quantity is s3 and this quantity is s1. So what is s2? S2 is q square minus 2 into s1. What is s1? This is minus p, and what is s3? Product of the three roots, minus plus minus, it will be minus. So this becomes q square, minus of minus plus, plus into minus is minus, so it is 2pr. So this value is going to be q square minus 2 into rp. Okay, now let us solve the next one. This is alpha plus beta into beta plus gamma into gamma plus alpha. So this is what we have to find out here. Okay, now let us see how to answer this question. So we know that this equation can be written as x cube plus px square plus qx plus r is equal to this x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. Okay, so let us find out this quantity alpha plus beta into beta plus gamma into gamma plus alpha, that is equal to, we know that alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus p here. Okay, so this becomes what? Alpha plus beta is what? Minus p minus gamma into beta plus gamma is what? Minus p minus alpha, and gamma plus alpha is minus p minus beta actually. Okay, now this is nothing but, if in the above expression I substitute x is equal to minus p, this becomes what? Minus p whole cube plus 3 into minus p whole square plus q into minus p plus r. So this value is going to be, this is minus p cube plus p cube minus p cube plus r. So these two gets cancelled, this becomes r minus pq. So this quantity answer is r minus pq. Okay, here is the solution. Okay, hope you have understood this. We have one more problem on the same hypothesis. So the hypothesis remains same. This is what we have to find out, especially beta plus gamma minus 3 alpha into gamma plus alpha minus 3 beta into alpha plus beta minus 3 gamma actually. Okay, now let us write down the solution for this. So given that alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the given equation, then this immediately implies alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus p. And the next point that we require is, since alpha, beta, gamma are the roots, is x cube plus px square plus qx plus r can be written as the product of the factors x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. We call it as equation 2, let us say. Okay, now solution, let us find out the solution for this. Now beta plus gamma minus 3 alpha into gamma plus alpha minus 3 beta into alpha plus beta minus 3 into gamma. So this quantity is going to be, now I can replace beta plus gamma, gamma plus alpha, alpha plus beta. Beta plus gamma is what? Minus p minus alpha minus 3 alpha. And this becomes minus p minus beta minus 3 beta into, this is minus p, alpha plus beta is minus gamma, minus p minus gamma minus 3 into gamma. Okay, now this becomes, if I simplify this, then this becomes what? Minus p minus 4 alpha, and this is minus p minus 4 beta into minus p minus 4 gamma. Now, in order to apply equation 2, it is not exactly of this form. So here this quantity needs to be changed. So that's why what I'll do is I take common 4. Then this becomes minus p by 4 minus alpha into minus p by 4 minus beta. Of course, here also I am taking 4 here. Here also I am taking 4. 4 into minus p by 4 minus gamma. Okay, so all these 4s I am going to collect it apart. Then this becomes minus p by 4 whole cube. That means I am substituting in place of x minus p by 4 in the equation 2. So this is minus p by 4 whole square plus p into minus p by 4 whole square plus q into minus p by 4 plus r. Now let us simplify this. This is 64. So the LCM is 64 here. So here there is nothing much to do. It is minus p whole cube minus p by 4 whole square. So it is the LCM is 64 means, so this becomes 16 4. So this becomes 4 into p cube, okay, plus q into minus p by 4. So this is minus 16 pq, okay, and this is 64 into r. Now I can cancel out these two. Then I am left with, this is 3p cube minus 16p cube plus 64 R. Okay, so this quantity finally we have got it as beta plus gamma minus 3 alpha into gamma plus alpha minus 3 beta into alpha plus beta minus 3 gamma. Okay, this quantity is equal to this particular answer. So this is the final answer. Okay, hope you have understood the solution. This is the final answer.